Ooh, Isaac won $139 million. Wow. All right. All right. 25, we give you 5 years, you're 30. All right. Let's do it. All right, he signed. Okay. All right. We're going to be able to sign this guy. It's going to be the question now. Oh, yeah, we can sign him. Okay. So we got time, guys. Rest of these guys are easy. All right. Got a big contract. Let's see what you do, baby. Okay, Hines is back. Cool. Media question. Isaac Wilkins, well, I like to think we're not too far away, so we would be common ground yet. All right, there we go. Everybody play for Isaac, man. Let's go. Let's look at the injured list here. Them guys are still out. Wow. Get on, guys.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And able to get this out to the 25.
All right, guys.
The Rams down for their first possession.
All right, guys, it's a big contract.
Out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
There you go. Oh, good run, Akers.
Stop just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 31 yards there and a first down. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Wilkerson. And it's
so big boy.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown.
They get to the tight end.
Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's good.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Maybe Cosby.
Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray.
Picked off. Got him.
Traffic, and it's intercepted.
Good job.
Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Good job, guys.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's the ball carrier. Jalen.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop
Yeah,
the
Seattle
ground
lost.
game.
We can take the man
Easy
to
to
lead
give
in
up
this
there in the
division.
first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a run with Akers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, Wilkerson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This will be caught.
Good job. Good job.
End zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Good job, guys.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They juked him, eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, good fake.
Not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and the throw there going to be
good defense,
incomplete.
guy. Like he's over the line, look like.
Possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, Wilkerson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Wilkerson.
Let's throw.
It's Williams.
Off the back foot. Wow. Way to come back to that. Play for Isaac, guys.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down.
You got hit.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
On 1st down, Akers. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That was not good right there.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Get the man knocked out. All right.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Wilkerson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Wilkerson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I can't help it. Every time I see an empty backfield, I almost revert to college football because that's an immediate alert for a quarterback draw. We don't see it as much in the NFL, and he stayed in the pocket and threw one incomplete. But I think if you got a guy with wheels, it can be a really nice play because a lot of defenses, when they see empty, they come with pressure.
And without that protection, he took a hit there, went down to the ground.
Rush screen.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run on first down. Manning. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Murray's pass.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Murray over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The ball 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Manning. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Manning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Dillon.
Come on, guys, make the tackles.
Inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to Dillon on first down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The defense guy.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right.
God damn it, guys.
Red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of
Tackle
scrambling
him.
there. 12 yards, first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Make the tackle, guy. Can't swing it air.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd down at 7. They'll run now with Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
An 8-yard ball.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Cardinals 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though. So maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Not over yet, but looking good here in the second quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off play action. Wilkerson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken.
Why is this thing steady going around in circles?
down inside the 30.
Yeah, let's go. Good throw.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Hines. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Wilkerson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Wilkerson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Back to throw. Wilkerson into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Come on, that was not smart.
A great read, and it's picked off.
Saw the guy standing right there.
Over there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
Worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. at the 15-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Wilkerson got his man complete over the middle. That's Barrett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Wilkerson got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Wilkerson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilkerson. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
So he gave him a touchdown.
For the touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? There's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play,
partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
All right, fullback Allah.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Button, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Fullback Allah. All right, man, this thing is going around in circles, man. I just think this thing is centered.
And the Rams add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And it's 21-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Cardinals 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. 35-21, the final score. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Ronald Jones 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Sly set to boot it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Big dog.
Looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Got him, touchdown.
Picked off near the 29.
Good job.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Sly on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching him play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray from midfield. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down. Wilkerson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A drag route.
You've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Off the play fake. Wilkerson. They'll roll him out right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Off play action. Wilkerson forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Come on, Isaac.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
How do you hold on to that?
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Murray. And that is incomplete.
Good defense, guys. Way to pop him.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's the wrong guy.
A 3rd time.
He's throwing that too. Oh, come on. Where is that going?
At the 16-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know,
where's that going?
He vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league.
That was a terrible route running right there. That guy's supposed to be way in front of you.
You're right. He talked about being calm, collective rebound.
How did I flip that mug that time? There's no way he went to the wrong person. That's some bullshit. Come on, guys.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5.
Now he throw that bullshit and he get the actor throw some bullshit.
It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. Under pressure, down
Good
he
defense,
goes.
guys.
Sacked at the 10. Max Crosby with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
Cardinals 6.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
25-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Off the play fake, Wilkerson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20.
Good job.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw.
Drag route.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get inside the 10.
Take my 4th and 4.
He's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They even said go for it. Okay. Y'all got the same thought process I got. Got it.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he gets the first.
He's the best running back in football, guys.
Before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Wilkerson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That guy didn't move,
Trying to
man.
decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yes, and this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A.
Yeah, good job. That'd be the game, guys.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Rams tack on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
The other running back in the game. Beat him. Beat him. Beat him. That is kind of hurt, man. Man, since he got popped.
To extend the lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
All right, guys. Y'all play Pfizer.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Murray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing again. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. L.A. readies for its next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Wilkerson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a run with Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 51. I got it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34.
Oh, I knew he was going to get hurt again. God damn it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Brand, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You know, coming back. Stay your ass out.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilkerson. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams.
You get no first down?
He's going to have
Yeah,
a
good
Rams
job.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Take a 2-minute warning, guys.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they
Why
come
you back
up
in the
1st
game?
and 10.
I took you out.
On the ground, it's Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Oh, you got deep. Double time, double time. 3 now, 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run.
That's the ball game,
A
guys.
yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Watch QB top. Watch QB top.
And they will take a knee here.
That's the game, guys. Good job.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Good job, guys. I'm getting sleepy. Go take me another nap. Gotta keep them. All right. Damn it, he signed. Okay. All right. Everybody signed. All right, guys. Time for bed.